Hey, I'm back with another sketchbook idea. Okay, today I'm going to use my watercolor paint and we're going to see what happens whatever I do, okay? Alright, so here's my big brush. Let me move this closer to me. Alright, so I really like doing sketchbook ideas and just doing whatever it is that I want, right? And, that's the beauty of it. Like, you could just get your sketchbook out and color your pages. Let your mind just go free, happy-go-lucky free. Don't have nothing to worry about. Just be yourself. Yeah. Look at it. This is what you can do with your sketchbook ideas. Just do some stuff, right? Just put the paint on the page and let your mind go free. Yeah. Alright, so I'm getting this color down. And you know this is water, so you're gonna have to let it dry. Dry. I'm gonna get another blue, a darker blue. It ain't that much darker, huh? Let me see that one. There you go. It's almost like purple, huh? Is that purple that I picked up? Let me see. Hold on. There go the blue. I'm back. I did pick up purple. But that's okay. Just keep going through the edges of these pages because the page, I don't know what kind of paper this is. I don't know. This is the Ohuhu book right here. And it's supposed to be, able to handle this watercolor. But I see the paper buckling up right now. And I'm like, why is this paper buckling up, right? Why is this paper buckling up? I'm just going to move some of this paint around. It's on the paper already. Am I going to have to use markers and stuff like that only in here? And maybe acrylic paint so that it won't buckle up? I don't know, y'all. If you have this Ohuhu book, tell me what you think about it, because this paper is rising up. You know, I have some Blick watercolor paper. It says watercolor. This didn't say watercolor per se. It said mixed media, I think. So maybe that's it, right? So you get what you buy, right? So I'm still going to use watercolor on this paper right here, even though it's doing what it's doing. Yeah, so you're bumping along on your page, right, as you can see what I'm doing. So, you're just thinking in your mind, what is this going to be? I don't know what it's going to be. It might turn into just a landscape painting, type of landscape painting, which is fine with me, right? No, I love a good landscape painting. And I'm going to do one with my acrylic on my page, too. My acrylic paint that I have, I'm going to do a landscape painting. But I'm having fun just trying to fill this sketchbook right now, because I need to fill it with just doodling things and making blobs, right? Making stuff. So we're going to let that dry up some, because I do want to put it on dry, the color on dry to darken it. I want this back part to be dark. I don't want that to be light at all. Okay. So I'm going to try to get some more of this color over here too. You know, we need this color everywhere. Get this green over here on this edge. We ain't leaving this edge naked now. No, we not. Trying to keep up my creative spirit, and I love the color and draw and everything. Look at that. Look at that. Okay, like I said, I'm gonna let this dry up some. So let me do some more colors, some more things. Not sure what color I'm gonna make this middle part. So I'm gonna try to put some of this down. Let's wet it up a little bit first. Let's wet it up. Is that a hair from the brush on the page? I don't know. Let's get some water on here. I'm not trying to put too much because this paper is buckling up. And where they do that at, I don't know, but they ain't gonna do it over here, right? This where they not gonna do it at. Just wanna get this color down, base color, so I can move on to the next colors. Because this page, I want it to turn out to be so good, so pretty, so beautiful. Yeah, just get you some colors down. Yep. Get this color at the bottom. It's trying not to come off for me. But we need you to come off, okay? Alright, so I got that color down. Now I'm going to put down some, this brown, darker brown. Let's swing that over there. And swing this one this way, okay? Alright, so brown. Yeah, nothing like a little brown on the paper. And to get you started, yep. Cute, getting cute, right? All right, so right in, let's say right up in here, we're gonna put some, a different green. Let's put this green right here up in here. We're gonna slap a little green right there. And we're gonna try to see what happens over here. Oh, it's putting it down. It looks good on top of the color. I didn't put the color all over here, but we have to get it right. Let me just bring it up. And I'll put some more color down. As it dries up. See, now it's like intensifying the color on this side a little bit more. Yeah. Just put some stuff in your sketchbooks. You know. And it doesn't have to be some perfect picture. Just go with the flow. That's what I'm doing. I don't know what this is going to be, okay? I don't. There's no plan. I just wanted to see what I can do. I want to fill the sketchbook, okay? Alright, so that's cool. That's cool. Look at that. It's cool. So, I'm going to dry this up some because we need it to dry some. Okay. Now I'm going to put some brown branches on the tree. So I'm going to get this dark brown on this little tiny brush here. Get this dark brown on here. And let's make some tree branches. Okay. Let's get some branches in there. Because this tree is not just, you know, sitting here by itself. Let's just get that on there. Yeah. All you need is watercolor paint. You know this is National Watercolor Month, but I'm not participating in that. I just like using my watercolor. So, yeah, I usually, you know, do not want to follow anybody's rules and regulations and what they specifically want you to do. And I think that is all right, right? You know, you don't have to be a star, baby, to be in my show. Yeah, I don't have to do that. So I'm not going to bother myself with that. Yep, see, just get you some tree branches in there. That wasn't hard at all. Okay, so now I'm going to do me some little lines for the tree bark. But why not, right? You got to make this interesting, you know, because you know, make it interesting. You'll just have a brown slab of paint at the bottom. Just make it a little interesting. And we also going to pound some what? Some green too. We're going to pound some green on here. Pound some green. What green? The darkest one, because that's what's going to show up. And I think I better get my big brush for that pounce, because it'll cover up a whole lot. Alright, so let me get that back wet. Get it on that green. We don't need it sloppy wet. We need it lightly wet. We don't need sloppy wet because that'll put too much water on the page. Look at that. That is getting nice, isn't it? Yep. Be your own little artist self, and everything will be fine. See that? Look at it. It's coming alive, right? I didn't know I was going to do this today. I just was like, yeah, I'm just going to do some sketchbook design. But I don't know what it's going to be. I just knew that it was going to be something, but I didn't know what. Right? Didn't know what. All right, let's put that away. We're going to dry this up a little bit, because we do not want to overlap nothing over, you know, saturate anything. Okay, now, let's see here. I wonder how this is going to work. This is the Ohuhu color marker, and it has the fine liner side and the brush side. I want to see how this pen part works. All right, so let's go. Okay, it is working, it's working. Just wanted to do a little funky little outline of the tree here. You know, just to be doing something. Just to be doing something. And then I'm going to take it and edge it up. Edge the tree up. Let me do the other side of the marker. Okay. Close that side. Let's use this brush side for this. Just do some stuff, you know, do some doodling. Do some nice little doodling. Fill in that spot there. That gap there. And yeah, let's get that on there. Yes. Very nice, huh? Let's close that up some because we got that on some of the blue. We're just gonna bump that into a big pom-pom. This two up here, okay? Let's bump this into a big pom-pom of a tree up here. You see that? You see how I just fixed that look? Because it was like looking a little like I messed up or something. Well, I did mess up, but yeah, I'm going to just make it a little thicker. You never know what your tree is going to look like. When you do it, you know, you just, like that. You see how when I started off, I didn't know that I was going to be doing this. I was doing this little shape around a tree, and that little shape, that does help a little bit, you know, for you to create some kind of boundaries, right? Before you create some type of boundaries, do some little doodles in here too, you know. And then I'm gonna bring it down. So let me see, not that much, not that much, not that much. Okay, just bring it down. So baby steps, baby steps. Bring it in, so from the side like that. Can you see that? Can you see that? Okay, you can see it. All right, so let's bring it in. So bring it. Okay. I didn't know what I was gonna be doing. Okay, this is just happening. What you see before you is just happening. Okay. Okay, let me do some more of the squigglies in there, cause this has that watercolor little things in there, not this darker color up in here. Yeah, it's coming alive. Nice little tree, just like, just do some little doodles in it. Yeah, and it's like really nice, quiet, serene, quiet time over here, you know. Just have a peace of mind and let your mind just explore the possibilities of what it can be in this world with you and your artwork, okay? Just you in this world, okay? Yeah, so let's see. I got a brown too. I got a dark brown. Let's fix the tree trunk. Let's fix this tree trunk, okay? Let's fix this. So let's see. Let's just give it a little more shape. Let's give it some more scales. You know the tree's not smooth. It has ridges and scales and stuff, right? It has ridges and scales. Now let's go over these lines for the tree. There you go. See that tree looking much better, right? Looking much better. And don't let nobody tell you your work look cartoonish or babyish. Just keep going. You know, in the world of art, you know, this is all part of it. You know, just learning how to use things. Learning how to be creative and use your own mind when you're doing this type of stuff, because, you know, it's the world against you and I, okay? And you just do what you want to do. Keep on going, tweaking, not twerking, roll that back. You know, just you and your little artsy world. You know, you do stuff, you don't know what you're doing, but you're doing it because your mind is saying do this and do that, right? Your mind is saying do that and do that, and you're doing it. You're doing it. You're doing it because it's beautiful. All right. So you see I switched from paint to the markers already, okay? So this look purplish. Okay, let's put it back, put it back, put it back. Now me a true blue. Can I get a true blue? That looks blue. All right, so I left this space empty to make cloud. You know, clouds be big, okay? They be humongous in the sky. They be stacked on top of each other. They be beautiful, and I like it, okay? You know, every time I go outside and I see the cluster of clouds together, I just can't help but to think, like, what a beautiful sight. It be marvelous, y'all. It be marvelous. And you never know what type of clouds you're gonna see, you know. You just see it. You see them all. It's like magic out there in the world, you know. When I go outside, I see the beauty outside. I don't see all what's going on in the world. What's going on in the world ain't got nothing to do with me or you, for that matter, you know. That's how I see it. Because I just like art, y'all. I just like it. I love it. I love art. Why is that color? Okay. Was brown on here last? Let me see if I can get that yellow off. It's like maybe it was wrong. What color did I do last? I don't know. But I got to be careful with this paper because this paper might tear up on me, okay? All right. All right, so I need a darker blue. It seems like the next color up here is dark blue. And I thought I was using, I mean, this next one, you can't even see it. Okay, you see it? Yeah, you can't see it. It's like, if you pick up the wrong color, you might have a purple on your brush. And it looks, in the pan, it looks like it's blue. But you're going to have, well, I'm going to have to learn my palette. Like, no, that's not it. The blue one is the one that you've been smashing down on this paper already. My blue in this pan, this watercolor pan, is going down. I have some more paints that I have that I can use in my book, and I'm, you know, if I run out of the blue in here, I got some more stuff. Yep, I got some more stuff. Just trying to cover this up without putting more water on it because I need it to be dark. Now I need a dab of water because it was not moving at all. You know, the dry on dry method, I use it sometimes, but not all the time because I like for my paint to move like that, you know. But that did, the dry on dry method did just work for to cover up that green look that was going on. You know, you saw it. You saw the green look. And it didn't completely cover it up, but it did cover it up some. But that's all I needed for it to cover it up some. Uh-oh, mark it down. All right, so that's that right there. Let's see what else we can do. The page is coming through. Let's go ahead and dry this up some because That's what I need to do because we can't move on with the pages. This is the main part. Alright, now that should be enough. Let's see. It's dry, but let's see what happens when I try to write on it. Oh, let's get my pen over here. Is this the number 1 or the 2? I think I want to use the number 1. Alright, so let's use the number 1. I'm going to draw something in the middle right here, in the middle. I don't know what, because I have taken the sky down a little bit too much and added too much blue, but I guess the roof of the house can be blue. I'm like, wait, hey, hold up. What you do? You made the thing a little bit too much, you know, too many colors going on in the sky. Let's make some little pavements. Let's make some. Let's just get it in there. This is for all of them. You know. Let's put one right there. Let's get a door. Okay, what am I doing? I'm like, let's get a door. Let's go across. Let's make that go all the way down. These people do not have stairs. They just come out of their door right here. That's it, and that's all. That's what they do. They just come out their door. All right, so let's put a window up here. Let's put a line across there, down there, and over there. Let's put across here, down, down, and over there. Okay, now, what else? Let's put a divider down the middle right here. We're going to put a divider down the middle. We don't know about this one, so. And I'm going to put a window over here using the same concept and hope that they are the same, because they don't never be the same, and that's okay. You know, it's okay that they're never the same, because freehand art is never the same. You know, this is not digital art, this is freehand art, and it's never going to be the same, and we're not going to worry about that. All right, so we got that, and let's do the door. let's do a handle. A doorknob, I mean, not a handle. It's not a handle, it's a doorknob, okay? Let's get the doorknob on there. And boom, yes. Okay, so now let's see what else. Let's do something down the middle, but we're gonna get them some little curtains, okay? Give it some little curtains. All right, got some little curtains. Oh, what else? We're gonna give them some little brickwork. Like this, and let's do something like this on that side of that one. And we're gonna do and this one can let's put it, let's put it in the middle, so and put one down there by that door on that side. Okay, so I did that, and that. Okay, y'all, it's coming along, it's coming along. Now, I don't know if I should put some acrylic paint on that so that the roof can stand out more. Yeah, so, because the watercolor paint is not going to work for that. It's not going to work for that. It's just not. So, let's see what we can get out. Break out something different. Okay, let me move this. Let me get this. And get some paint. And I have to get some watercolor brushes out. I mean, not watercolor. More so acrylic paint brushes, because I do not use the same brushes for acrylic paint and watercolor paint. I do not use the same one. Let me take that out. I might use that. I don't know. Alright, got some smaller brushes out because I'm about to use small things. And there's no need in using big stuff. Okay, let me get some paint out. Let me pull my watercolor brushes off the table. We do not want to make a mistake and pick those up. Alright, so let me get some paint out. What color do I want the roof? Roof. Let's get a light color. Get that cracking. And the base of the house is, or they can be multicolors. They don't have to be the same color. We're gonna get a red out. We're gonna get a, let's see, a pink out. I don't know which one I'm gonna use. We got this kind of pink. We got this kind of pink. We'll see what we're gonna do. Very colorful. Okay. All right, so we're gonna put some of all of these in the little wells. So that they can be ready to go. The houses are very tiny, so we don't need a lot of paint out. Whoop, you see how that, is that enough? It might be enough for the house on the end. Let me just make sure it's gonna be enough. That might be too much. Okay. All right, so, and we're gonna do this light pink right here, so this can be in it too. Gotta be ready when you paint. Have all your colors out. Okay, that didn't snap. I wanted the paint to snap, but it didn't snap. All right, so now what I'm going to try to do now is paint the, this is too big. This is going to be right. Okay, so I'm going to try and paint the roof because it's in the sky and it's blue. So I have to get that look off of there. So I'm going to try to make it this tan color. Yep, it's working. Okay. So I know I'm going to have to go over it again. So I'm not going to worry about how light it looks right now or anything. I'm not going to worry about that because I'm going to have to put another coat or several coats. I don't know yet. Oh, taking away the window. Okay. Got to be careful of the window because I don't want the window to turn super small. Okay, I'm going to go to the next house. I think I need to make sure that whichever one that I'm doing, that it makes sure it hit the blue that's below the line too, because I can go over that paint afterwards because it's blue below the line. So what I'm going to do is go straight across here. How about that? Because the blue also got down here. And we can get rid of the blue this way. All right, let me get back to the second house. I'm gonna try to go down this way. I'm gonna have to get another brush, so that a tinier brush to hit this up, because even though this is the acrylic brush, right, I really don't like using this acrylic brush on tiny stuff, and I don't think I have. I'm gonna look, because I might have a tinier acrylic brush. I was just about to say, I don't have a tinier acrylic brush, and I probably do. I tried to look when I was just looking through the brushes and stuff. I was trying to see what all I had. And I did have quite a few brushes in there. And quite a few were big because I was used to using the brushes for bigger paintings. That this is kind of small, and doing little pieces of, a house with this particular brush is just like, It seems like, that the acrylic brush should have a point on it like the watercolor brushes, but it don't. So if I bought another set of watercolor brushes, let's say hypothetically, if I did that, I would have to make sure that I separate them, because you don't want your acrylic brushes, your watercolor brushes to get jammed up with acrylic on them, because you don't want to mess them up. So you don't want to mess them up, don't do that. Okay, so this roof, I'm gonna have to extend it out some because somehow I have messed it up, and both of the windows are on a slant now. So I'm gonna have to fix these windows. Okay, so I'm gonna leave that alone and let that part dry up because I was really concentrating. And what I'm gonna do while that's drying up is try to see if I have a smaller, let's see, smaller brush. I don't think so. All the brushes look so big for watercolor. Nope, found one. Found something. Look. Okay, it's very small for me too. I have to use you. Everything else is bigger. Completely everything. And I think this is a watercolor brush, but we're gonna use this. Yep, that's one of these brushes. Oh, let me see. No, it's not. It's one of these brushes. This is, hold on. These don't have any words on them. And this one, okay, this one is an acrylic brush. So this is one of the acrylic brushes. Ooh, thank God, because I didn't know what I was about to do. Okay, so let's see. I'm not speeding videos up or anything, so if you want to put it, speed it up yourself, feel free to speed it up yourself. But rest assured, it's gonna be good to just watch the whole video and step by step and see how it evolves. It's gonna, you know, as you speed it up, you'll miss conversations in the middle, what I'm saying. You'll miss stuff like that. That's all I'm saying. Because I know I'll be like, if they say something and I'll be like, what did she say before that? And made her say that? So then I just let the video play. I don't skip to the next video because of that reason. Because you'll miss stuff. Or you'll be like, I ain't see her do that part because you sped it up. And then when you speed videos up, that means you're really not trying to watch it. You like, I ain't trying to watch it. And so I stopped speeding up people's videos for that reason because I miss stuff. And then I end up watching the video over because I missed stuff. I was like, let me watch this over. Because I missed something. I didn't see when they did this, and that. That's what happened to me when I speed up videos. So I wouldn't advise that. I did quite a lot on this video. Let me see how many minutes this is. Okay, it's pretty long. All right, so whoa, Pink, what you doing on that side? I was being careful. I was heading for the home stretch, so let me get some water and get that off. I gotta see if I can get it off. Okay, let's see if I can get this off. I can get some of it off, not all of it. I hope the red house, I'm gonna put the red next to it, so I hope the red counteracts and get that off. Now the brick part is going to be a brown color. Oh, I'm so glad I found this tiny brush because I didn't know what I was going to do. I was like, what am I going to do? I need something tiny. Tiny acrylic brush. I never used this tiny acrylic brush because, like I said, I was doing larger paintings. And, yeah. So this one turned out to be A-okay. Oh, I went on the door. Well, we're going to let that dry up. And then we're going to go from there to see what else I'm going to be doing. I forgot to do the top of the other house pink because it's not totally supposed to be like that. Remember when I did the top of the house, I said that the top of the house had to cover up some of the blue. Yep, see? And now I have to go back into the pink to get that straightened up over there. Alright, so let's see. Let's do this up to the door. Don't go on the door too much. Oh, I love this tiny acrylic brush. Not gonna forget that I have it now. I have it and I'm gonna keep it. Oh, that is nice. I'm bouncing the brush around in the water to make sure that I get all the red off of there because I'm going into the pink again to do the top of the house so that this part will be done. I was like, how did I forget to do this part? Oh, too much water in the brush. I need it to be go across like it's supposed to. Nice thick paint, not watered down acrylic. I don't want no watered down acrylic. As a matter of fact, didn't they go up this high? Because that's where the roof is at. I'm like, what am I thinking over here? Alright, so we got to definitely let that dry. We definitely have to let that dry. I'm going to screw this brush into this towel right here and really get that water out of there because this sideline right here for this house, I think it needs the pink to be right here more. I ain't gonna try to put more on that one. And the red, I'm gonna do the red across. I just was like thinking about this. Like, oh my God, I forgot to do that part. Get this red on here for this house right here. And I'm gonna go over these colors. So when I put the last color on the house, I'll be finished for today, and this will be there will be a part 2 for this. So you guys make sure you come back and see the part 2 for the finished painting because I'm doing more stuff to the painting, of course, if I'm telling you to come back. Now I didn't say that these were quick sketchbook ideas. If you didn't do this part, if you just colored everything with a marker and you didn't do acrylic paint, it would be, right? It would be a quick sketchbook idea. I mean, it would have been over. But I decided to use the acrylic paint. So that's why I don't put the word quick in front of what I'm doing. I just put sketchbook ideas on there. You know, things you can put in your sketchbooks. Alright, so I knew that I was going to go ahead and do that color before I got off. All right, you guys, it will be a part 2. So thank you for watching. Don't forget to thumbs up this video if you like what you see, and come back for part 2. Okay?